Cubase Interface Navigation Project Window. Please note that when you hover your mouse pointer over an icon or a button, a tooltip will be shown for the icon or button. In order for the tooltip to show, the Show Tips option must be turned on. This option is accessible by selecting the Preferences option from the Edit menu. The Show Tips option is available under the General tab. If there is a key command listed on the tooltip, that means that the option is also available by hitting the key combination listed in the tooltip. You view all of the key commands by selecting the Key Command option from the Edit menu. You can also create your own key commands from the same key command window. Project Window Toolbar. The toolbar contains tools and shortcuts for opening other windows and various project settings and settings button located in the far right of the Project Window Toolbar. The following shortcuts are available on the Project Window Toolbar: Project History buttons, Undo and Redo. Constraint Delay Compensation, Open Media Bay, Open Pool Window, Open Mix Console, deactivate all mute states, deactivate all solo states, activate, deactivate, read for all tracks, activate, deactivate, write for all tracks, auto scroll with auto scroll settings, go to left locator position, go to right locator position, go to previous marker, go to the next marker, project end. Activate cycle, stop, start. Transport record, object selection, range selection, draw, erase, split, glue, mute, zoom, line, play, color. Select color for the selected tracks or events. Trim start left. Trim start right. Move left. Move right. Trim end left. Trim end right. Snap to zero crossing. Snap on, off. Show, hide left zone. Show, hide bottom zone. Show, hide right zone, set up window layout, set up toolbar. Status line. The status line shows the most important project settings. You can select which option are available to be displayed in the status line by clicking on the Settings button located on the far right of the status line. The following information is included in the status line: audio inputs, audio outputs, maximum recording time, record format, project frame rate, project pan law, external sync, info line. The info line shows information about the event or part that you selected in the project zone. You can select which options are available to be displayed in the info line by clicking on the Settings button located on the far right of the info line. The following information is included: file, description, start, end, length, offset, snap, fade in, fade out, volume, invert phase, transpose, fine tune, overview line. The overview line allows you to zoom and navigate to other sections in the project. Left zone. The left zone of the project window allows you to display the inspector. The inspector options will be explored in a separate video. Inspector. The inspector allows you to show controls and parameters for either the selected track in the track list or the event or part that is shown in the editor in the lower zone. The inspector will show different information depending on what type of track is selected. Audio, MIDI, instrument, folder, group, FX, sampler, ruler, arranger, chord, marker, or video track. Not all tracks are available to every version of Cubase. Right zone, VSTI. This allows you to add and edit VST instruments and at the same time to see the context of your tracks and events. Track. Adding a track will open the Add Track window so that you can select an instrument for the added instrument track. Only one instance of a track can be associated with the VST instrument. Rack. Once you click on the Add Rack instrument, you will need to select a VST instrument. Once the VST instrument has been selected, you will be asked if you would like to create a MIDI track. Multiple tracks can be associated with that one VST instrument that has been added to the rack. Media. The media rack in the right zone of the project window allows you to drag audio events, MIDI parts, or instrument presets into the event display. It lists Steinberg factory content and any installed Steinberg content sets. Here is a list of libraries available in the media rack. Depending on the version of Cubase you have will determine which libraries will be available. VST instrument shows all included VST instruments. VST effect shows all included VST effects. Loops and samples shows audio loops, MIDI loops, or instrument sounds ordered by content set. Presets shows track presets, strip presets, pattern banks, FX chain presets, and VST FX presets, user presets. User presets shows track presets, strip presets, pattern banks, FX chain presets, VST FX presets, and instrument presets that are listed in the user folder. File Browser shows your file system and the predefined folder's favorites. This computer, VST sound, factory content, and user content, where you can search for media files and access them immediately. Favorites shows your favorite folders and allows you to add new favorites to the folder content. This is automatically added to the Media Bay database. Lower zone. The lower zone on the project window allows you to display specific windows and editors in an integrated and fixed zone of the project window. This is useful if you work on single screen systems and notebooks, for example. Mix console. The mix console in the lower zone allows you to perform all basic mixing procedures from within the lower zone of the project window and at the same time to set the content for your tracks and events. Editor. The editor in the lower zone allows you to perform event editing procedures from within the lower zone of the project window and at the same time to see the context of your tracks and events. Sampler control. Sampler control allows you to display and edit the waveform of an audio sample on a sampler track. Chord pads. Chord pads allows you to play with the chords and to change their voicing and tensions. Transport bar. The transport bar allows displaying the transport functions in an integrated and fixed zone of the project window. You can select which options are available to be displayed in the transport toolbar by clicking on the settings button located on the far right of the transport bar. The transport bar includes the following information: constraint delay compensation, common record modes, audio record modes, MIDI record modes, MIDI auto quantize, system performance meter, locators, locator range duration, punch points, punch in and punch out, transport control, activate extended sync, click and count in, input-output activity. Stay tuned for the Recording with Zelda Snargly Series 2 video tutorials.